able to save this baby from this crazy nanny. On the peaceful streets of a comfortable South Carolina neighborhood, the Jordan family's life appeared to be perfect. Benjamin and his wife were happy parents of a 7-month-old son, Finn, and seemed to be living a really comfortable life, free of any unnecessary drama. But there was a dark secret hidden behind the walls of their house that only their black lab and German shepherd mix knew. His name was Killian, and it was his loyalty that would reveal the secret. Killian had always been a friendly and trusting dog with everyone who was associated with the family. However, he made an exception whenever one person entered the family apartment. Whenever the 22-year-old babysitter Alexis Kahn was present, the dog assumed a protective stance, and the fur on his neck and back would stand, which was a clear sign that he did not like her. At first, the family thought Killian just hated her aura, but over time, they began to suspect something was up. Benjamin and Hope were shocked by their dog's behavior. Usually, he was friendly to everyone he met, but with the babysitter, things were different. He acted strangely, making them wonder why he was acting that way around her, when he was usually so nice to everyone else. Considering the dog's unusual behavior, the Jordans became cautious of Kahn, who had been their son's babysitter for 5 months at that point. In order to get to the bottom of their dog's behavior, the Jordans thought of a brilliant plan. They decided to hide an iPhone under the living room couch and a baby monitor so that even when she left the room with him, the iPhone could still record audio. They were very certain that Kahn was abusive towards their dog whenever they were away, so this iPhone would record audio of the abuse. However, the audio recordings captured by the iPhone revealed something worse than what they had initially imagined. The recording was distressing. Kahn's voice could be heard hurling insults and cursing at baby Finn, telling him to shut the up. The next thing that followed was painful sounds of crying and what seemed like slapping and shaking. Jordan, speaking to journalists after the incident, said, "We just could not believe it," and that's when they immediately rushed Finn to the hospital, where thankfully, doctors confirmed he was unharmed. With the evidence in hand, the Jordans alerted the authorities. Despite initial concerns that the audio alone might not be enough evidence for charges, a Charleston police detective managed to obtain a full confession from Kahn. In a courtroom in Charleston, South Carolina, Kahn faced the consequences of her actions, pleading guilty to assault and battery. She received a 3-year prison sentence, and her name was added to a registry of child abusers, ensuring she would never work with children again. Killian saw everything that happened to Finn when Alexis Kahn, the babysitter, was around, and the faithful lab mix didn't hesitate to express his dislike for Alexis Kahn to his owners. He was tagged a hero by multiple news stations, and even said to have taken inspiration from Lassie, the famous dog known for rescuing people in trouble, like in the old TV shows. Like Lassie, Killian kept trying hard to let Finn's parents know that something was wrong with the babysitter and how she treated Finn. Since the days of the story about Lassie, dogs have been saving humans. There's the story of Peanut, who sensed trouble outside his home and urgently alerted his owner. This quick action not only saved a young girl from danger, but also exposed her hidden suffering, leading to her rescue from an abusive situation. Then there's Major, a service dog to Terry McGlade, a Marine with PTSD. The dog demonstrated remarkable intelligence and loyalty when McGlade had a seizure and no one was around to help. Major dialed emergency services using McGlade's phone with his paw, ultimately saving McGlade's life. There's also the story of Sacco, a fearless dog that became a guardian angel for 16-year-old Joseph Phillips Garcia after a car accident in the wilderness. Despite the challenging circumstances, Sacco stayed by Joseph's side, protecting him from predators and keeping him company until rescue arrived. As for Killian, his heroism continues as he trains to become a psychiatric service animal.